to jump in. Hi. I thought I would go live a little early this week and kind of let everybody get acclimated. Let me get acclimated with all of the technology. So Garrett, you can go ahead and help me. Let's see. October Ann has joined the room. Hello. I'll keep my iPad here. By the way, if any of you are wondering who's Garrett, not my imaginary friend, not that I haven't had those growing up, because I certainly have, but Garrett is somebody that I worked with at the network for years. And when Suzanne and Alan and their whole team would come into the network, we would have a producer, a director, a host. There would be a whole team of people, and Garrett was one of the people that worked in the control room. So Garrett has agreed to join me here in my home and help me facilitate all of the technology associated with the lives. Hi, Cindy. Welcome into the room. So how do you, like, Cindy's got that little flower next to her name. So, hold on. That's not touch screen. See, you're all going to see the serious lack of technology experience. So if you were feeling insecure about not being able to get into the chat, you'll see me like trying to do all sorts of things. Always nice to be with you. Thank you. Angry Cookie, you are so lovely. Are you all choosing these names? Angry Cookie. I like that. I don't know what I would pick if I got to choose my own name. It's kind of an interesting thought. I've actually never seen a format like this, that you get to choose the name that you want when you log in to something and check out and say hi. So I can see more of you joining. I'd love for you to drop me a hello, say hi, so that I know that you're there. I was just telling Garrett off camera, you're going to see me kind of moving my hands a little bit and feeling, if I'm going to be totally, like, completely vulnerable, a little nervous this week, because I think I'm going to share some more personal things from my life with you all this week, because we're going to be talking about Growback, which is an incredible organic, certified, toxic-free, clean formula to help support the growth of healthy hair and scalp. And one of the things that can cause hair loss, there's lots of things that can cause it. The majority of them are not our fault at all, but one of them is definitely stress. And so I debated coming out and saying, gosh, do I share with everybody the kind of stressful year I've had, or do I keep that kind of private? But it seems to me after the last week that I had with all of you that it does feel very much family oriented, and like you all come out and you all visit and you all share a lot of personal information. So I think I'm going to join on board tonight and share some things publicly that I haven't shared yet, and I haven't shared before. And an overwhelming amount of you have been so incredibly welcoming and gracious and kind. And I really want to share with the complete experience that I have with Suzanne and all of the products. So I think that's what I'll do this evening. When I edit my given name, we don't choose the name. I choose the appropriate email. That's so darling. I love that. Angry Cookie says, you're the best. Hi. Rebecca and Betty Lou have also joined. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome in. I decided to jump in a little early tonight and just kind of welcome people as they're coming on board this evening. So, Garrett, I don't scroll that at all.
You scrolled this one.
I scroll this one. Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
And you can go back up.
And I can go back up?
Yeah.
Okay, just in case I've missed anything. Okay, great. Oh, look at that, how you can expand it. I do have these as an emergency backup, just in case I'll need them later on. But for now, I'm going to let everybody kind of jump on board. And what we're going to be talking about tonight is something that affects lots and lots of people. I think for any of the gentlemen watching, we tend to lean in and hear more about hair loss or hair issues or hair struggles with gentlemen than we do ladies. but it's an interesting statistic that over 50% of women struggle at some point in their life with some sort of either hair loss or hair shedding or hair thinning. And Growback is the product that we're going to be sharing tonight. So to get into that a little bit, I wanted to talk about some background and some history and some of the reasons that maybe you might be experiencing thinning, shedding, and loss. Cindy is also saying that medication can cause hair loss. Yes. Let's jump into the chat. This is actually a nice way to start. And let me know. I know, hi, Karen, welcome into the room. I know that hormones, hormonal changes, stress, lack of sleep, genetics, nutrition, medications. Did I mention stress? That's one of the big ones. Thyroid issues, definitely, for sure. Girl 4547's joined the room. Hi, welcome into the chat tonight. It's great to have everybody. I can see a lot of you flooding in now. This is nice. I think maybe I'll do this from now on, maybe start in just a little bit early so that people can find their way. Brenda and Jane have both joined. Hi, Brenda and Jane. Karen is here. Hello. Steady Launch is here. Hi. It's great to have you tonight. Tangled Shrimp. Hi. You guys, these names. This is so fun. Hi, Karen. What we were doing, Hopeful Cupcake. Hello from Michigan. How's Michigan today? Hello from Toronto. Hi, Bubbly in Toronto. Somebody says, hi, girlfriend. Hi, girlfriend. Uh-oh, it's raining. Hi there. Hi, Karen. By the way, some of you were asking some questions last week about where I'm at. I'm in Minnesota, and I'm in a suburb of Minnesota, and Minnesota can't really decide what weather she wants. Yesterday was 75 and sunny. The day before that, it was pretty cold. Today, to be honest, I was barely outside. Froggy and Patty have joined the room. Hello. Angry Cookie says it must be cold there. What was it today, Garrett? Outside?
Probably 40s.
40s?
Yeah.
So yesterday was 75, and today was 40. That'll give you an idea, kind of. Oh, Lisa, you're a neighbor from Wisconsin. Somebody says move to Florida. It's crossed my mind. I've got great friends in Florida. I love Florida, actually. I would love to live in Florida. Playful Burger says, I'm near Palm Springs. Gosh, Palm Springs, when I flew to film with Alan and I met Steven and I met the whole team, it was gorgeous. I loved it there. Hi, Janice. Janice is watching from Connecticut tonight. Janice, I have a very, very good friend of mine whose whole family is from Connecticut and the East Coast. It's one of the areas that I haven't had a chance to visit very much. I've been to New York, but I haven't had a chance to get all the way over into Connecticut. So, Angry Cookie, do I like the Vikings? This could be controversial. Hi, Froggy in Long Island, New York. It's 88 degrees in Arizona. Oh, Cindy. I hope you're watching from like your patio or something. I like the Vikings. I do. I like sports. I love basketball, love football. Baseball is fun. Soccer, I struggle with. But, Vikings, yeah, I like them. They're hard workers, definitely. I mean, you can tell. Not a huge sports fan. Okay, so Trace Fan says, I love the Growback serum. I do too. I'm so excited to talk about it. Trace Fan, if you can, will you tell me what you love about it? Because I did go and pull some reviews online from folks that have been using Growback. I've been using Growback. I'm about to finish my 3rd month. Just kind of update you all on where I am in my journey. And because I have said from the beginning that it's very, very important to me as we get to know each other that I am transparent and honest, and you can't shop with somebody and you can't get an education from somebody that you don't know and you don't trust. So the team is very excited about Growback, and I felt very strongly that until I was through basically my first full cycle, I could educate about it, but I wanted to be able to speak to a personal experience about it as well. So I'm about to finish my first cycle. I am extremely pleased with the results. Can I ask them to bring the hair dryer back, hair dryer brush back, yes. And I'm going to start a running list of all of the requests and also the entire team behind the scenes. Although it's just me and Garrett here at the house. Gosh, I want to turn the camera and just show you. If I flip it to you, will I get my shot back right away? Yeah. Y'all want to see Garrett? Give me a thumbs up. I've been using Growback for some time. Froggy says you love it and it works. I'm so excited to hear about it. I've watched all 3 of your lives, and you've done a great job educating. Oh, thank you, Jane. I really appreciate that. Jane in Florida, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a thumbs up. Leslie's joined the room. Hi, Leslie. So yes, y'all want to meet Garrett? How about non-toxic dry shampoo? Yes, I'm going to request that back. All right. Now don't lock out, not the whole light, Garrett. Here he is. Okay, so this is Garrett.
Hi, everyone.
This is my right-hand man. I adore Garrett. Garrett has beautiful wife, family at home. So I want to say thank you to Garrett's family for allowing him to take his precious family time at night to come over here and help us all hang out. Without Garrett, I'd be lost, you guys. So this is Garrett. We're a 2-person show here. That's the only person. My mom was asking me the other day. She's like, so how many people are there? I said, just me and Garrett. That's it. Lillian says, I love it because it's helped my thinning hair. That's great. Non-toxic dry shampoo. I'm going to make that request to them. Garrett's been great. All right. Well, Nurse Suzanne, RMPK has joined. I feel like we've got a good group of us that have joined now. So I'm going to get into what we're talking about tonight and some of the details around it. And then I'm going to share a little bit about my personal journey this last year, which was a last minute decision. If you are new to following me or getting to know me just through these lives, you'll see that in the past year, I haven't really posted a lot on social media, and I used to post quite often. Somebody says, you have beautiful hair. Thank you. I'm also going to discuss my beautiful hair and how much of it is mine and how much of it is hair extension, because I will only be honest and transparent with you. And I have worked on camera for 17 years. When I was young, I had very thick, like vibrant, healthy, beautiful hair. As I got older, and especially as I hit perimenopause and I hit a very, very stressful time in my life, which has been the last couple of years, I experienced a tremendous amount of hair change, of hair loss, and of hair shedding. So I do have hair extensions in my hair. And what I'm going to do is separate my hair so that you can all see how much is extension and how much is my hair. My hope is that with enough time, I will be able to take my hair extensions out. When the team approached me about Growback, I originally said, you know what, I don't think that this is going to be a good product for me to share because I wear hair extensions. And I want everybody to fully understand. And after going back and forth, they said, you know what, so many people wear hair extensions that are in the public eye. When I'm in a big studio that's lit from behind on television, even thick hair can look really sparse. So I reconsidered that, and I thought as long as I was transparent and I shared with everybody my experiences, my honest, authentic experiences, and I shared that I do have hair extensions with you, I felt like it was okay for me to educate to the best of my ability. So hair extensions, yes. Not many people would admit that. Violet, and I definitely always want to like completely be transparent about everything. So here's been my journey with Growback. I'll share that quickly and then I'll get into it. And I should say too, please make sure that you're using your coupon code Heather20 because tonight is the last night that you can get 20% off. And all of the offers are available right down here at the bottom of the screen. If you're somebody brand new and you've never ever tried the product, the team today told me that they put together this fabulous kit for first-time buyers. And when I got the kit for the first time, I got the little massage tool that comes as a free gift for that first-time buyer. So whether you're first time or you're somebody that's reordering the product, they're both on sale. And then you can use the extra 20% off for everybody reordering as well. And then there's also a subscription program, so you can lock in on that subscription program. Oh, Froggy says that they lost a lot of hair from anesthesia. Yes, I've heard that. Leslie is a design Suzanne's clothing line. I'm sure to appreciate it. Leslie. Okay. Oh, you know what? As you are all asking questions, like somebody is asking right now about Leslie returning, I get a lot of updates as far as those things at the same time as you all do. So thank you for continuing to answer those questions. And if I don't respond to something, it's because I don't have the answer. And somebody, hopefully moderating from behind the scenes, will be able to jump in and give you an education when I'm not able to do that. So, but what we're going to talk about tonight is hair loss. And hair loss happens for a lot of reasons. It's hormonal. It can be something that is stress related. It can be from medications. It can be from COVID-19. A big thing that I'm reading about right now is if people are on different weight maintenance shots, like the GLP shots. I know that that has been a big side effect for people. And so Growback is probably one of the things, I mean, the line is so vast and large. I can't say what I was most excited to learn about, but I can tell you most certainly after being a television host and a home shopping host for so many years and it selling a bunch of products. Like I've sold minoxidil, I've sold all of the products that contained a lot of the different chemicals. So to find out that there is a formula that is certified toxic free, vegan, clean, no drug, to find out that there's something out there, number one, I was very excited for that. And then to find out how well it worked was great. Now, somebody says, Growback does work. I lost my hair due to chemotherapy and radiation treatments for a tongue removal cancer. It helps the hair growth back and consistent. It does work. Thank you so much for sharing your results. Some loss to menopause. That's been my experience. So this last year, here goes nothing. This last year, I experienced more shedding and more hair loss and more change than I'd ever experienced in my life in multiple ways. Part of the reason that I've decided to join the Suzanne Summers family is because I believe so wholeheartedly in clean beauty, and it's made such a huge difference in my life. And one of the reasons is that I went through some pretty big life changes, and I haven't discussed this publicly, but because you've all been so welcoming to me, I want to welcome you into my world a little bit. After being married for 24 years, I have navigated a divorce this last year. And for folks that shopped with me on TV, some of you might be going, oh, okay, that makes sense, because I was pretty quiet on social media. And I tend to keep my private life very private and come out and shop with everybody on TV like I did for years. But for something like the topic that we're going to discuss tonight, because it did impact my health this last year and it did impact my hair, I felt like it best for me to just share that. So I am completely at peace. My family is at peace. Everybody is happy. Everybody is moving on. Everybody is very healthy. It was a beautiful life together, and we have a beautiful family. And now we've both gone our separate ways. And so that is one of the reasons that I stepped away so much from being more public on social media and also from talking more about my personal life. But I couldn't talk about this tonight without sharing some of the reasons why I desperately needed this product. And on the off chance that any of you are navigating something like that, I just wanted to share with you that products like this work. And it's really helped me, and I'm excited to help give you an education on it tonight. So thank you guys for that. Salty Tomato says this product is great. Bubbly is saying, thank you so much for sharing. You're welcome. Thank you for listening to that. Someone says, time for you now. You know what? It is time for me. And that's another reason that I was so excited to come out and have a chance to do this with all of you. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sweating. That was harder than I thought it would be. Enough about me. I want to talk about the product, and I want to talk about Growback and how it works and why I have been so blown away by it. Number one, I want to talk about how your hair grows and the hope and the incredible results that so many of you have seen. So many of you have talked about the fact that this does work and how it's worked and why it's worked. So there are 3 different phases to hair growth. And you will see me looking all over the place tonight because I have notes and I want to make sure that I follow them just as I've seen everybody else do lives follow along with notes. So I'm making sure that I give you the right information. The 3 phases of hair growth is the anagen phase. And this is the exciting phase. This is the phase that our hair is growing. It will last 2 to 6 years, and it is when the hair grows and pushes through that follicle. When we are young, that anagen phase is nice and lengthy and long. So we've got a lot of time for our hair to grow out thick and healthy and shiny and beautiful. The next phase is called the catagen phase. This is the sleep phase. This is the resting phase. This is when that follicle begins to separate out. That lasts for about 1 to 2 weeks. The third and final phase is the telogen phase. This is the fallout phase. This shedding or fallout phase lasts about 5 to 6 weeks. And what happens is that growth starts, it rests, and then it pushes through and it sheds, and it's one big circle that continues. As we age, that first phase begins to shorten, and that telogen phase begins to lengthen. So that's why we experience more shedding, thinning. I know a lot of us have experienced specific patches for where your hair kind of feels its thinnest. I will tell you, mine are right here along the sides and right up here at my hairline. So I'm very excited to show you my hairline because I've had a lot of great results from using this right up on my hairline. It's the frustrating phrase. Somebody's saying that the eyebrow product works great as well. I'm really excited to do the eyebrow product. I'm going to be doing that in the next few weeks, but tonight I wanted to focus just on one. And so, but that eyebrow one is coming up. So the way that this product works is you take it. I personally shake it up. I always shake a product up, and it will tell you to use 1 dropper full a day. I know that it was studied. I know that it was broken down. And in each bottle, almost my first mishap, in each bottle, you are getting a full 70 droppers full. So that means that you can use 1 to 2 dropper fulls. This is what the droppers look like. And as far as application goes, I went back and I watched a whole bunch of lives that were done on this product because I wanted to make sure that number one, I was going to be able to educate. Number two, there has been such incredible and consistent education on these products so far. So I've loved learning from everybody that's educated on it. And I wanted to get the best results. So if you guys have tips, I definitely want to take the tips from you as well. But here's what I've been doing. So you want to take it and get a really solid dropper full. The consistency of the product is very, very light. It's kind of like it's not oily, it's not greasy, but if I had to compare it to something, it feels like an oil that dissipates into a serum. It's so silky at first, and it's because there's a glycerin in the product. So originally it's got this slip, but now, can you all see that? How immediately, once it's worked in, it kind of gets this tack. That's why I think the product actually is quite nice at volumizing the hair. So originally, when you first touch it, it's going to have slip from the glycerin, and I'll tell you about the ingredients in a minute, but then it's going to kind of tack. And now, after rubbing my fingers together for just a couple of seconds, do you see how they're completely dry? So there's no residue. It's not going to cause buildup on the scalp. It's not going to flake in your hair. It's not going to cause white residue. It's not going to look like anything on your scalp at all. That's a little demo that I wanted to show you guys. Thank you for answering questions. You're welcome. I'm trying to keep up and definitely. Oh, Froggy says it does volumize. Yes. And I think that that's why it volumizes, because it's got that slip. The slip is important so that as you get the product in, you're able to work it through the scalp. It's formulated so brilliantly. Like once you touch it and you experience it, you're going to see the genius behind the way that this product was made. So with the glycerin, it's got the slip. Then it gets the tack, so it grips the scalp. A healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp. So that's what we're doing, is we're treating the scalp. And then it dries and it plumps and it volumizes. So I'm going to apply it. For me, the areas that I have experienced more of kind of the loss is in these part areas. Like you can kind of see back here, and you're going to see over and up like in here. I also need to get my hair colored, but So the gray is going to make it look even worse. I didn't want to do anything to my hair before coming out and doing this show because I wanted you guys to get a really accurate depiction of how it works. So I'm going to take these and you're going to do 2 dropperfuls for about as much hair as I have. This is the way I've been applying it. For me, if I pull my bangs back, you can see a lot of little tiny baby hairs to the front. So this is all new growth for me. Wow, this is not a pretty look, but this is all that new growth for me. So as I've been applying it, what I did is I took the dropper and I would run it through and I would section my hair off into 4 different areas on my scalp. Okay. So that's my first dropper full. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before I moved on to the second dropper, I would take this. Now remember, because of that consistency, this is where you've got that slip. So I think it's important, and this is just my personal tip for use. After that first dropper full, I would really go in, and because I did 4 rows, I would take this and I would massage that entire row. And what that did for me is it spread that dropper, and I got my whole scalp with 1 dropper because of this little tip. So then do it, and it's almost like you're spreading that. Somebody says they like the yellow sweater. You would think I'm a Target commercial because the last time someone asked me what I was wearing, it was from Target. This is also from Target. It was very inexpensive, and I think it's pretty soft, so this is Target. Okay, so that's my first dropper full. Now, I like with just 4 rows, the product really will blend and like melt into your scalp if you get in, but don't let it dry. Like get in there and really work it quickly, okay? And massage it in. I'm going to come back and do a deeper massage as well. Oh, Vicky, thank you. Hi there. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so many messages on here. I'm going to do this for a minute so that I get my job done, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to answer some of these messages, okay? Because I really love visiting with you, and it's so wonderful to see everybody, but I'm struggling to give how to do it and then read the messages at the same time. So that's my first dropper full. My second dropper full is where I go in for my targeted problem. So where are my issues, right? If my family's watching right now, they're like, oh gosh, they're everywhere. So my issues were on the sides of my head and right up front. So I got in to the front and I would just do little tiny baby bunny drops. You don't need a ton. You can do like little tiny mini drops. And then the key is as soon as you do them, and not only are you massaging the product, but what happens is you start to really move the product around. And I don't have super thick hair. I just put a whole bunch of this product right into my bangs. You're going to see right now as it dries, it's not greasy, oily, or tacky. Another area that I've struggled is the sides of my hair. So this and this right here. So much so that I want to show you all something. You guys ready for transparency? My hair, and I'm going to have this extension taken out because I go get my extensions tightened in like a week. My hair was so fine on the sides that my stylist cut a little tiny piece of extension hair. It's kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. You see this? That's a little tiny piece of extension hair. And she put it right here because that was my problem area. I am going to pull that piece back now. And I want to bring the camera in and I want to show you guys. So that was my problem area. And if you get in there, you can see there's all kinds of little tiny baby sprouts that are coming up. So when I go back for my extensions, I'm already going to have that little tiny piece taken out because I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. This side, I didn't have as much breakage and as much loss. So you can see that there wasn't any on that side. But even up here, like you can see, you know, little pieces of scalp that pop through. So what I've been doing is taking the dropper and just massaging in, and I go right into that targeted area. And I massage. And this feels so good. Now, the massage doesn't only feel good, it's spreading the product around. It's allowing that product to really get into your scalp. Think of it almost like an exfoliation. It's assisting with blood flow to the scalp as well. Any of you that are 80s and 90s babies, do you remember when we used to like back comb our bangs? Like Aquanet and the curling iron and back combing our bangs? This would make really, really good at back combing. Okay, somebody says, let me go back now and look at some of these comments. The massage is very important for the scalp, yes. FYI, cannot see the comment section. Oh no, okay. Here we go. Oh, hi. Thank you. Somebody is talking about me doing an okay job for everybody. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody says I have pretty skin. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. So somebody's saying that Growback has been a godsend for their eyebrows. When I lost all my hair, I love both the Growback and the Growback brow. I am going to be doing a show on the brow product. I'm very, very excited for that as well. So yeah, someone's saying all the Suzanne Summers products are awesome and they really work. They are. That's one of the reasons that I was super excited when they reached out and I decided to come on board and work with the team because it's just, they've blown me away. I have yet to be disappointed in a product. I can tell you guys there's not something that I've tried so far that I thought, that wasn't for me. And I'm sure eventually not everything is for everybody all the time, but so far I've been blown away. So how is it doing it? How does Growback work in a way that none of the other formulas out there are working? First of all, there are plant extracts. And something that I learned is, the power of stem cells is huge. And Suzanne believed wholeheartedly, and the whole team that formulates in stem cells. And what I didn't know is that our hair also has stem cells and they grow dormant as we get older. And that's what's happening with that anagen, catagen, and telogen phase. So as those go dormant, this product is helping to activate those sleeping dormant stem cells. And what it does is it helps to support the hair growth cycle and doing it without any chemicals, without any harmful ingredients, doing it in, the organic, certified, toxic-free way is something that's very exciting. And I am really, really thrilled with my results and thrilled with the results that I'm seeing all of you have had as well. So I want to get into some of the ingredients because it's a synergistic blend that all of them are going to work together. And the first is obtained from a plant extract that targets the follicle stem cells and helps to stimulate cell division. So think of that cell, and once it's dividing, it's multiplying. That's what we're doing, is we're trying to activate and stimulate the division of those cells so that we can multiply. The glycerin that's in the product is part of the slip that I was sharing. Glycerin is an amino acid that's found in abundance in our natural hair cells. It's a key component of keratin-associated proteins. Those are particular to hair proteins, so keratin proteins and the glycine in this, that very slip of the glycine is what is helping to assist the formulas. So again, all drug-free. Then there's an antioxidant that is working as an anti-inflammatory compound that helps to protect your scalp from free radicals. When you think of what's in the air today and the pollutants and even the heat treatments, the hair dyes, the hair colors, the keratin treatments, the straightening treatments, there are so many things, so many more pollutants that are kind of like coming at us from every direction that we didn't have as much so as we did 50, 60, 70 years ago. So it's a different world. And then zinc. Zinc is going to help strengthen the hair shaft, and it's going to help that structure by reinforcing that structure. So what you don't have in this, there's no animal testing, there's no gluten, there's no dyes, there's no fragrances, there are no chemicals. So this is a drug-free formula that is organic plant activities with no side effects. It is non-hormonal. It's not going to disrupt anything else that you're currently using, cruelty-free, and it's completely vegan. I think I got it all out, you guys. Great information from the team. I've learned so much from all of these products. And so now I'm going to come in. Toxic burden. Yes. Oh my gosh. Stable avocado. I so remember her using that term, the toxic burden. And it's true. I mean, it is a toxic burden. Somebody is saying, what products kill hair, please? First of all, I want to say I am the furthest thing from a doctor. So all the information that I'm giving you is what my research and my expertise has been in the beauty industry. I've been in the beauty industry and sharing beauty solutions with experts on television for over 16 years. So I've had a chance to sit next to and learn from the experts. But I am certainly not an expert in specific areas. So I'm going to answer your questions to the best of my abilities. For any of you that have questions about thyroid or medications or anything medical based, I will always encourage you first and foremost to go to your doctor. And anytime you're going to start a new product or try a different product, make sure that you're running that through a medical professional first. Okay. So what is killing hair? A lot of different things. Our hormones, chemicals, color, false bad reactions to things. For me, I shared such personal information at the beginning of this live because I was producing a tremendous amount of cortisol, and I was under a tremendous amount of stress this year, the last 2 years actually. And with that, not only was I perimenopausal, so I had the whole menopause, my weight was fluctuating. I found out I had a leaky gut, which that has made 10 times better now that I am exclusively using Suzanne products. Like I can't stress enough how important the supplements have been and all of that. But so products, stress, hormones. A lot of people were getting in here earlier. Somebody was saying, during my cancer treatments, I lost my hair. Growback was awesome. Oh, Jolene, hold on. Joanne says, I know you're from Beekman. Hi, Joanne. Yes, I know. Floral Seed says, is this for men or for women? Yes, it is for men and for women. However, I want to say male pattern baldness typically comes from the death of a hair follicle. So for Growback to work, there has to still be life, because what we're doing is we are trying to restore the original anagen, catagen, and telogen phase, and we can't do something with a dead follicle. So if you've got a completely dead follicle, this can't help. If there's life to the follicle, what we're going to try to do is extend that growth phase again and shorten that telogen phase. Now somebody says, I know you from Beekman. Yes, I do work with Beekman. And I've had a lot of questions from people saying, well, who do you work with or who do you work for? Good to see you too, Joanne. This is the beauty of not working for a network and working for me. Someone earlier said, now is my time. I left a home shopping industry and I left a network because I really wanted to find products that spoke to me personally, and I wanted to just share the things that I really love. After going through menopause and going through a divorce and going and navigating a very hard 2 years, the most difficult 2 years of my life, to be completely transparent, I had several people reach out to me, and Beekman is another product that I work with. It's another clean beauty product. It's a tremendous family-owned, incredible brand, so much like Suzanne Summers. And because I feel so passionately about clean beauty, I am working with both of them. The other brand that I was just mentioning, I work with on television. For Suzanne here, I'm working with through the website and through social media. But I believe wholeheartedly in both of the brands, and I love them. And they've got a lot of similarities, and they're very synergistic. So they're both really great companies. So thank you. Hi, Nurse Susan Elizabeth. Okay, so some people are talking about how long it takes for products to work. That's why I didn't want to do this product before I was ready. The team was very excited for Growback to come out, and I wanted to get it on, I almost say on the air. I wanted to get it out during one of the lives while I still had the 20% off, because that's important. I want to save you as much money as I can, but I also didn't want to share the product until I had gone through a full cycle. It does take time. The hair issues didn't happen overnight, and the hair solutions won't happen overnight. So you're going to use one bottle each month. At about 3 months is when you're going to start to see change. I started to see change probably 2.5 months in. And the way it started for me was I had little tiny, like I would be on camera and all of a sudden I would see a little tiny sprout and I would like try to comb it down and I would realize I can't comb that down because that's a new growth. Sour Plum says, Heather, I love your honesty. I haven't seen that since Suzanne was here. We need more women who are willing to share with fellow women. Thank you. It's part of a big community. I mean, we're all here to support each other and to support each other with kindness and with grace and with authenticity. And we can't get to know each other. You can't get to know me, and you can't trust me to guide you and lead you if I am not transparent and honest about what I know and what I don't know and my experiences, and what I've figured out and what I haven't. So thank you so much. Somebody is asking, is the Heather 20 only good for one-time use? That is a very good question. All month? It's good for all month? Okay. Garrett's saying it's good all month, but I guess the month ends tonight. So, Heather, somebody says that's what I'm having to do with the new growth coming through. So you have like little tiny sprouts that all of a sudden just pop up. And yes, it's good all month through the end of April. Well, wait a minute. Okay, now it's March still, right?
Yeah, so it's good for all April.
It's good for all of April too?
That's what April.
Okay, good. All right. It seems like it's good only once. I wonder if it's good only once a day. Okay. And you guys, I apologize. Some of these things I've researched, studied, and tried. Ask Big Al while you only get 20. Okay, all right, here we go. So I think it's good. I think you can use it all month, but I think it might be good only one time a day. So we'll see if somebody can answer that for sure. I'm going to try to get the answer to you. I'm going to try to get that answer for you. As far as product goes, I did go back and watch a bunch of previous shows about this. And some of the questions that people had was, can you use it on colored hair? Yes, you can. Will it affect the color of your hair? No, it won't. Is it oily or greasy? No, it's not. Can you use it on chemically treated hair? Yes, you can. I have not heard from anybody that it gave anybody any sort of a like sensitive scalp. Oh, somebody is saying that they've been able to use it multiple times a day, that they've used it a couple times a day. So that's really great. I hope you can use it multiple times a day. So a lot of people also talking about the way that it works. I did do something. I went online earlier and looked at some of the reviews. So do you guys mind if I want to read a couple of the reviews that were on the website, because Growback has been available in several different formats. So somebody, Melissa in New York, said, I've been going through having menopause, COVID, and stress. I've had 2 bald spots in my temple area, 1 on each side, and new hairs are growing back with Growback. My hair overall is thicker. For years, I couldn't wear it down. It looked thin, dull, due to a thyroid issue and due to over-bleaching my hair. Now I wear my hair down more often. The thickness is incredible. And by the way, I still have my hair bleached. Good for you. I also stay with the Suzanne Organics Volumizing Shampoo as well. It helps to hold my color and bleach better. It cleanses the scalp excellently. It works great overall. It's better than any shampoo out there. Thank you to the entire Suzanne Organics crew. And she thanked everybody in the family for that. So that was a great review. Someone says, Julie K says, I love this product. Thank you guys for creating it. I've been using this for over 2 weeks now. I can already feel the difference and see it. My hair is slowly growing back to life. I had bleached hair. It was thinning and it was shedding. I had a bad haircut in 2007 where it got brittle and dry. It never grew back normally. I was searching and pondering what to do. One day I was watching one of your videos. I took a chance. I got it and it was so worth it. I see it coming back to life. And this was a review that somebody wrote. So somebody says, how can we tell if hair follicles are dead? That's a good question. I know that male pattern baldness is from a dead follicle because there will be no growth whatsoever. There's nothing. And I believe that your hair can thin the shaft can thin, but as long as there's still a phase to go through, what we are going to do is help to restore. We're going to help move through that phase, and we're going to help to nourish and treat and feed the scalp and the hair. So I'm going to go through this one more time because I see now that there's a couple hundred more people than there was when I originally went through it. It's Growback. 3 different bottles. You're going to get a 90-day supply. My coupon code Heather20 is still good. You're going to get 20% off. If you are a brand new customer and you've never bought this before, there's going to be a special offer for you. If you're like a majority of us and you're coming back to repurchase because you're on a subscription program, you're going to get the sale price. You'll get a discount if you lock in on subscription, and then you're also going to get another 20% off by using my coupon code Heather20. What we've talked about is hair and hair growth, and hair grows in 3 different phases. The anagen phase, which is the growth phase, that lasts 2 to 6 years. That's when new hair is pushing through your hair follicle. When we're young, that phase lasts a nice long time. That's why we've got thick, shiny, longer hair. When I was younger, it was easy to grow my hair longer. As I've aged, it's been harder to get it past my shoulders. The catagen phase is that resting phase. This is 1 to 2 weeks where the hair begins to separate from the follicle. So it's loosening and it's preparing for the telogen phase. The telogen phase is the fallout phase. And this lasts 5 to 6 weeks. And this is where we're brushing our hair and it feels like we're shedding. We're in the shower and we're looking down and we're pulling. We're doing this to get all of the hair. By the way, our hair, we should shed anywhere between 50 and 100 strands of hair a day. There is a normal, healthy amount of shedding, but during that telogen phase, we're going to shed more. What happens as we age is the anagen phase shortens, the telogen phase lengthens. The product that we have is stem cell based, plant stem cell based, just like our hair. There are dormant stem cells in our hairs. So what's happening is once we start to apply this product, we get it into the scalp, we are reigniting and reinvigorating and supporting those healthy stem cells. And what that does is it helps to restore that anagen phase to a longer process, and it helps to restore that telogen phase to a shorter process. That's why your hair feels thicker, longer, and healthier. And a key for application, you're going to use 1 to 2 dropperfuls. I use 2. I'm going to do a double application because I want to show the system one more time. Somebody says move to Florida. My goodness, what is this all the way back, or did somebody else saying move to Florida? Another one? Someone says, Heather, you're a breath of fresh air. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for re-explaining who have just joined. Suzanne is all about the education, and I see her spirit so much in you. You are so passionate. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm going to do this one more time for any of you that may have joined a little bit late. 1 dropper full, I can get my entire scalp, and I do it into 4 different rows. So I take a row on the side. I take a row right here, a row on this side, and then a row on that side. As soon as I do that, I take the massage tool. And what happens when you grab the massage tool is you're going to feel that glycine, that amino acid that's got this beautiful slip to it. You're going to feel that start to spread on the scalp. So what you're doing right now is you're moving that product rather than keeping it in one space. You're really moving the product so it's going to get all over your scalp. So I do that one time quickly. Somebody just said, I just told my friend to get some Growback. Another person is saying, can I use it on the back of my head? Yes, you can, especially if you're wanting to lengthen your hair. So now the second one, we did measure, by the way, there are 70 dropperfuls in an entire bottle. So 70 of these. So now the second one, what I've done is I've spot treated. And I'll pull my bangs back again. You can see to the front of my hair. Do you see this? I've got a lot of brand new baby growth coming in all around my hairline. And this is just from the last few months of using this. So then I take those dropperfuls and I treat my problem areas. My problem areas are on the sides, and then I want to support the hair growth right around the front of my hair. Then I'll take this and I just sit back and massage it in. And this is good for so much. It's helping, moving and like reinvigorating your blood in your circulation in your head. Scalp massage has been noted for many, many years as being so good. Really? Somebody says I had a patch of hair loss. Hold on just a second. I had a patch of hair loss in the back of my hair, but it grew back after using GROBACK. Congratulations. That's incredible. I love that you take your time with us. Everyone else has been in such a rush I love that you guys are here to support me and to get to know you all. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Suzanne products are beautiful and so clean. They are. Her products are great. You know what else I really like about her products? They are really like, she explains the science and the science is there, and I can go online. I can go to the website. I can read all of the information. Her website, by the way, there's so much information on her website. She gives so much information, but when it comes to products and how to use them, they're very comprehensive and they're very simple. Like this product, I almost want to say you can't really mess it up. As you use it for longer, you might get better at it, or you may find like a more targeted approach to exactly where you want to use it and how you want to use it. But none of her products are too fussy. They're not difficult. They're just easy to use. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, as long as I've got a couple seconds, I'm going to start to wind down because we've been out here for 45 minutes. Do you guys want to say, like, what do you want the lives to be on? I am back with you on Thursday, and we're going to talk about supplements. We're going to talk about prebiotics and probiotics. Gut Renew, a game changer. My mom came over yesterday and got some Gut Renew from me. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so she didn't come in the house. I left it out front, and she's funny because she sent me a text message earlier today, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, this protein shake is so good." So somebody is saying masks. Okay, I'll ask about masks. Somebody says you are very real. Thank you. What was that old Dr. Seuss saying? Everybody else's personality is taken, so you might as well be yourself. I think it was Dr. Seuss, something like that. Someone says, I love your lampshade. Oh, thank you. I just got it. A good friend of mine helped me pick it out. I like it too. I think it's very pretty. I ordered chocolate Gut Renew for the first time. Oh, good for you. That's great. What are you going to mix with your chocolate Gut Renew? Some of my favorite mixes for the chocolate Gut Renew. This morning I did almonds and frozen bananas and coconut milk, and it was delicious. It tasted like a milkshake. It was very, very good. Stable avocado, you have to let me know what you think of it. So masks, serums. I'm enjoying somebody being closer to my age and that you're not stressed out. Well, definitely not stressed out. Trying to not be stressed out anyways. Skin and body care, somebody's asking about. Banana and peanut butter. Why did I not think about adding peanut butter in it this morning? Great idea. You guys are making me hungry now. You dress pretty like Suzanne. Didn't she know how to dress? Oh my gosh. When she was at the network, I'm going to just sit and visit with you guys for a few minutes now because I think I got through all the Growback stuff. So if you guys want to order it, you know how to order it. Now I'm just going to visit. Should we visit for like the last 10 minutes? Does that work? Yeah? Let's visit for the last 10 minutes. Okay. If you guys want Growback, go buy it and use my coupon code to get it, Heather20. Now I'm just going to sit back and relax and visit and talk like this for a little bit, you guys. So I'm enjoying somebody being closer. Oh, gosh. Well, I haven't been doing this right. Thank you. I appreciate that you enjoy somebody being closer to your age. Sometimes there's things, that happen in life, like until you're in it, you just don't know. And Suzanne's whole family has done such an excellent job. I have loved watching everybody. I've learned, you can always learn something from everyone. I thought about maybe asking my daughter, because I've got a daughter who's 33 and I've got a daughter who is about to turn 25. My 25-year-old is a beauty influencer. Gabriella is her name. And I thought about maybe asking her to join me for a live. Do you guys think that would be fun? I think it'd be a lot of fun. Okay, wait a minute. So somebody is saying that they put their Gut Renew in their hot chocolate. Really? I think maybe during the Gut Renew show, that was my first show, so I was pretty busy. But did somebody say something about brownies? Is there like a Gut Renew brownie recipe somewhere that I should be getting? You dress pretty like Suzanne. I always loved seeing what Suzanne was going to wear onto the set. Longtime customer, you're doing great. Easy to relate to. I like your educational approach. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Suzanne's passion was educating. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with her. You all fell in love with her, and she did such a great job educating. We need more gifts with purchase. There's not a price I like better than free. I will take that back to the team. Somebody says, I enjoy watching the show with you. Thank you. You're pleasant. Thank you. Someone says, you're giving us great information. Thank you. 52 Club. Hi, Lillian. Same age, 52 Club. Really enjoyed your show tonight. Thank you, Leslie. That means so much. Yes, yes. Enjoy your happiness. Haven't seen free gifts for months. Wow. I'm going to ask about free gifts. Well, tonight, if you're a new customer, you got this is a free gift. But you know what? I'm going to ask about free gifts. Thank you. Somebody says, I look like Susan Lucci. I don't disagree. Actually, I saw a video recently and someone commented that on it. And I was like, I hadn't realized that before, but maybe I do kind of look like Susan Lucci. I used to love soaps. And she was so great. I love Susan Lucci. So I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I would love to see your daughter. My girls are so cute. You can look up my daughter on social media. She's I-M, as in your spelling, I'm Gabriella Hall. And she looks like Gigi Hadid. She's blonde. My youngest is blonde, and then my older daughter has dark hair, and then my son has dark hair. Violet's brownies recipe is on the website. Thank you. I am going to go look that up. Will you do any shows with Alan? I would love to. If Alan is open to it, I would love to. I do want to tell you guys, as soon as the computer has shut off, after my first 2 lives, the very first thing that happened was my cell phone rang. And it was Alan. And he said, you know what? I'm like, thank you for educating. Thank you for representing. Thank you for sharing the stories. I got to share their love story. I knew them and was friends with them. And their love story was so incredible. And it was, I've just thought that he has really stepped in as a friend and a mentor and felt almost like my own dad calling me to say, hey, kid, you did a nice job. And when I first met Suzanne, I was so nervous to work with her. And she put her hand on my knee before the first time we worked together. We got to know each other. And she said, hey, you're going to be just fine. Just be patient with yourself. You're going to be just fine. So for Alan to have called me personally after my first 2 shows kind of speaks to what you've known and seen of him and Suzanne throughout the years. And it's like I gained a second dad. So it's been really nice. Will you do any shows with Alan? I sure hope so. Okay, frozen fudge pops. Those sound great. Site-wide discounts. Yep. Gift with purchase. Yes. I also enjoy the chocolate crisp gut renew bars. I would do a show with anybody. Yes. Leslie, Alan, all of them. I would love to do a show with any of their granddaughters. I think it'd be a blast. You know what? I would love to do a show with any family member that would be willing to do one with me. I think it would be an incredible experience. So I'm open to it. Open invitation for anybody in the family that wants to jump in with me and do a show. I was wondering, do you guys think, so maybe I would do a show like with my girls, and you could get their perspectives because like during my cosmetic show, my daughter Bailey, she's the 33-year-old. She sent me a picture of this old eyeshadow palette that she had been using for way too long. And I think it might be kind of fun for you guys to meet my girls. So let me know in the comments. Or my mom. My mom is a riot. My mom's name is Francine. She is a hoot. I don't know. I mean, Garrett, have you met my mom?
I might have met her once at the network.
Oh no, someone says you keep telling the same stories over too much. Really? What story did I tell too often? Who said that? Best Barley. Tell me the story I've told too much. And also, you don't have to listen to it if you don't want to. Best Barley. That's up to you. Great. I would love you guys to meet my mom and my daughters. Awesome. An older perspective could be interesting for skin products. That great. Okay, yes, I can definitely do that. For sure. Somebody says, I am loving the stories. Great. Great. Got it. All right. Well, I will definitely come on out and bring my family, and I will have you guys meet them if you want to. And again, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you guys welcoming me in. And there's new people that join every few minutes. Not everybody that watched the first, watch the second, watch the third. So if I'm repetitive sometimes, that's why I want to make sure that anybody that jumps on board and gets in is able to hear and take advantage and get to see and hear the same things that everybody else does. So you guys were really wonderful tonight. Let me know what you think of Growback when you get it home, and feel free to just continue to chat. And I really, really, really have loved being welcomed into your home. So thank you guys for the warm welcome this evening. And I am going to see you all back on Thursday. We're going to talk about supplements. Good night, everyone.